Look at the Brooklyn Bridge. It is a symbol of New York's greatness. But did you know that for 14 years, people called it the Cursed Bridge? It didn't just cost $15 million to build. It cost the lives of the very men who dreamed it up. It started with John Roebling, the genius architect. In 1869, he stood on a dock, staring at the river, planning his masterpiece. But he was too focused. A ferry boat crashed into the dock and crushed his foot. It seemed like a small injury, but infection set in. Tetanus locked his jaw. Within weeks, the mastermind was dead. The bridge hadn't even started, and it had already claimed its first victim. The responsibility fell to his 32-year-old son, Washington Roebling. He was young, brave, and determined to finish his father's dream. But he didn't know that the river was waiting for him too. To build the massive stone towers, they had to dig deep under the riverbed. They used caissons, giant airtight wooden boxes sunk to the bottom of the river. Inside, it was hell. The air was compressed. It was hot, dark, and filled with the terrifying sound of creaking timber. Men fainted. Men bled from their noses. They called it Caisson Disease. Washington Roebling went down there himself to lead his men. But when he came back up, the rapid change in pressure destroyed his body. It's what we now call the bends. He was paralyzed. He was in constant agonizing pain. He could not talk, he could not walk, and he could not visit the site. The chief engineer was fallen. The project was doomed. But there was one person left. Washington's wife, Emily Roebling. She was not an engineer at first, but she sat by her husband's bed every day. She learned higher mathematics, strength of materials, and cable analysis. She became his voice. For 11 years, Emily ran the construction. She dealt with politicians, she managed the workers, and she solved technical crises. Most people thought she was just delivering messages, but she was making the decisions. When the bridge finally opened in 1883, the first person to cross it wasn't a politician. It was Emily Roebling, carrying a rooster, a symbol of victory. Today, there is a small plaque on the bridge dedicated to her. It proves that sometimes the strongest steel isn't the cables. It's the human will. Subscribe to Tales by Soban for more stories of resilience.